In the bustling town of Rajagaha, a young man named Amrit was plagued with feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Though he was talented and hardworking, he constantly felt he wasn't good enough to achieve anything meaningful in life. One day, desperate for answers, he approached the Buddha, seeking guidance. Bowing deeply, Amrit said, "Blessed One, I feel powerless and inadequate. No matter how much effort I put in, a voice inside tells me I will fail. How can I overcome this constant doubt and find strength within myself?" The Buddha, ever compassionate and wise, smiled gently at the troubled young man. He said, "Amrit, let me share with you the story of a tree that almost gave up on itself, much like you are now." He began, in a dense forest, there once stood a mighty tree that had weathered many storms. But over time, its branches withered, its leaves turned brown, and the animals and birds that once sought refuge in its shade abandoned it. The tree looked at itself and thought, "I am broken and useless. My time in this world has ended." In its despair, it stopped trying to draw water from the earth or grow new leaves, resigning itself to its fate. One day, a wise hermit wandered through the forest and noticed the forlorn tree. He gently placed his hand on its bark and said, "O noble tree, why have you given up on yourself? You still stand tall, and your roots remain deep within the earth. There is strength in you yet." The tree, in its sorrow, replied, "I am old and barren. My roots are dry, my branches are weak, and I no longer serve any purpose. The world has no need for a tree like me." The hermit smiled kindly and said, "Have you tried to look deep within yourself? Perhaps your roots are still alive, waiting to be nourished. All you need is a little water and faith in your ability to grow once again." The tree hesitated but allowed itself to hope. The hermit fetched water from a nearby stream and poured it around the tree's roots. Each day, he returned to care for the tree, whispering words of encouragement and hope. Slowly, the tree began to absorb the water. Its roots regained strength, and tiny green shoots appeared on its branches. Over time, the tree blossomed into its former glory, providing shade for animals, homes for birds, and beauty for all who passed by. All of this happened because the tree dared to believe in its own potential once more. The Buddha paused and looked at Amrit, who listened intently. "Amrit, like the tree, you have immense potential within you. Self-doubt is like the dryness in the tree's roots. It saps your strength and blinds you to your capabilities. But belief in yourself is like the water the hermit provided. It nourishes and revives your spirit. No matter how broken or weak you feel, your inner strength is always present, waiting to be awakened." Amrit, deeply moved by the story, asked, "Blessed One, how can I nurture this belief within myself? How can I find the strength to grow again?" The Buddha offered him 3 practices. First, practice self-reflection. Each day, think about your strengths and the times you have succeeded, no matter how small the achievements. Second, take mindful steps toward your goals. Do not be overwhelmed by the journey ahead. Each small effort builds confidence. Third, surround yourself with positive influences, people who uplift you and encourage your growth, just as the hermit did for the tree. Amrit bowed deeply and said, "Thank you, Blessed One, for your wisdom. I will remember this story and apply your teachings to my life." He left with a renewed sense of hope, ready to face life's challenges with courage and self-belief. This story reminds us that self-belief is the foundation of all growth and success. Even in the darkest moments, our inner strength remains, waiting to be rediscovered and nurtured. Like the tree in the forest, we too can revive ourselves through faith, effort, and the support of those who believe in us.